Welcome in, ladies and gents, to Connecting the Dots, brought to you by Connect Child and Family Solutions. I'm your host, Ryan Muma. That's your other host, Penny Epinson.
Penny Ryan.
How are you doing?
I'm great.
Yeah?
I'm always good.
I like the blue today.
Thank you.
It's a very nice shade of blue.
I've been told blue is good on me.
It does. It looks very nice on you.
Thank you very much. Actually, my closet and I were having an argument today.
Really?
So I couldn't figure out what I wanted to wear. My closet didn't have what I wanted it to have. So this is it. But thank you. I appreciate that because it's nice to hear that.
I'm going to be honest with you. I've had arguments with my closet as well. I think we, as I say, as like a collective, like audience, us, all of it. I think we all have arguments with the closet. I think 100% of us do, because I think you go into your closet thinking like, I want something, like I'm going for a look, something that just fits just right, and then you can't find it, and you're just internally ticked off because you're like, why don't you have what I'm looking for?
I like that.
Yeah. I
internally ticked off.
That's right.
Awesome.
That's right.
But I also think, why can't it just be ironed? Why is that messed up? I have to go iron this, so off it goes. Let me find something I don't have to iron.
That's a good point.
But
you iron still? I don't iron.
Some things, welcome to the world of a woman. Yes, some things are linen, some things are cotton, some things don't get hung up in time. But I admire men. You guys got it kind of easy.
Oh, 100% we do, and I will full on admit that.
Jeezy, my husband can pick anything. I'm like, oh, that looks good on you.
Yeah.
That's great.
I mean, really, it's, for me, my closet consists of t-shirt, polo, long sleeve, or hoodie.
That's awesome.
I mean, that's it.
So when you dress up, what do you wear?
I mean, a polo. I mean, yes, there are different variations, and I have some other, like, nicer things, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm kind of glossing over, but, like, oh, no, the wife, it's, this kind of dress, like, is it shorter, longer, this kind of sweater, this kind of t-shirt, but, like, is it a V-neck, is it a crew neck, is it a, this, oh, yeah.
Look at you.
But this kind of pant, and this and this and that, oh, yeah.
Look at you.
And now I got two other girls that are going to get into that mode. It's going to be great. So
Buckle in, buddy.
It's gonna be great.
Buckle in. My husband, I think I've mentioned this before, he can pick out an evening gown. He can pick out a mother of the bride dress and nails it every time.
I guarantee he does.
And he's the most masculine man I could think of. But he can, like, boop. Why?
I'm going to be honest with you.
Why? Because he has all these girls.
Well, no, that's the thing. That's the thing. I think it's actually more masculine, the fact that he can do all of that stuff.
Ooh.
Because the fact that he doesn't shy away from it and can just do that on top of all the other typical manly stuff, it's more masculine. That's what I'm saying. You can. That's what I'm saying.
No, there's something to be said about that.
You can do all of that and more. I mean, there's been multiple times where, dude, have I ever told a story about how I've been into, shameless plug, like a Maurice's? Like a Maurice's store? You've ever been to Maurice's?
No. Yes.
So I've been into a Maurice's where I have been asked by other women to help them pick something out while I've been shopping with my wife.
That's awesome. Did you do it?
Oh, yeah. Because I was sitting there while my wife was picking something out. She was trying something on, and she came out, and I was sitting there by, like, the fitting area, and she's like, what do you think? And I'm like, and I gave, like, my opinion. I can't remember exactly what I said, but I gave my opinion, and I was like, I think it would go better with it, and I gave, like, an opinion. And this woman, like, recognized it, and she's like, She goes in, tries something on, comes out, kind of hesitates for a moment, looks at me, she goes, what do you think? And it took me a minute, and I was like, I looked around, I'm like, you talking to me?
I love it.
And she's like, yeah, and I go, it looks great. She goes, no. Like, what's your opinion? And so I told her, and she goes, well, what do you think of? And so I literally gave her, like, a whole outfit.
You did?
Opinion. Oh, yeah.
Did she buy it?
And she bought it, yeah.
Sweet. Did you know her? No.
Nope.
Not at all.
No clue who she was.
That's impressive.
And then my wife came out, saw it, and then the woman was like, you have a good one here. Oh, yeah. I think it's more masculine. You know how to shop. And this is before kids. Like, we didn't have kids or anything at the time. Like we were just, I think it was around the time we were about to get married. Like we were in that mode.
And she plugged how good you are.
Mm-hmm.
And your wife is like, seriously? Or wasn't your wife yet?
Well, I was fiance at that point.
Yeah. She's like, you're right.
So I kind of brush her shoulders. I said, I know. Oh, yeah.
I love it. That's
great.
You
know. That's so I again, not where we thought we were going to go with this, but I'm just saying, I think it's more masculine to know that stuff personally.
My husband will be incredibly excited to hear this part of this
100%.
show. He's like, look at me. Look at me. I told you I was good. I keep telling you I'm good. I'm like, I know you're good. I know you're good.
The man, the myth right there.
He
That's
is.
Exactly it.
He says something.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it.
He says something.
Well, aside from all of the clothing takes and things like that, again, not where we had planned to go, but welcome to the show. Where did we want to go?
We have an idea today.
Oh.
We always have ideas.
We do.
We just need to, Anyway, we always have ideas. I always have ideas.
You have a lot of ideas.
I do. Some of my ideas are galactically stupid.
But they're so good, though.
But they're still so good.
They are.
Sometimes, most of the time, they're really, really good.
Yeah.
Anyway, my opinion only. But anyway, okay, my thought is, how do you take time for yourself?
Mm-hmm.
And how do you nurture yourself? And I'm careful to say that or ask that of you.
Okay.
Because I think we're in such a self-absorbed society that I think people do it way too much.
Okay. By saying that, or like, hey, take time for yourself by saying that?
No. I think people, both.
Okay.
Both.
Okay.
I think people say it a lot, but also I think more so people do it a lot at the detriment of other people.
Okay.
This is gonna be deep.
I
don't want it to be deep. I don't want it to be deep.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you take time for yourself? And it's and perhaps where my brain is at is that when we're knee deep in raising children, it's hard to find time for yourself. And we've kind of tapped into that. Like you guys, when you put the kiddos to bed, then you kind of have a little moment. If you're not exhausted, you'll sit and talk and At the stage of life that I'm in now, I have a lot more time to myself. I love this.
Yeah.
But I think that as we talk about all the different hats that we wear, the very first and primary hat that is the baseline for everything is the you part.
Okay. Yeah.
Because you can't be a dad, a husband, a brother, a son without being you first.
Yeah.
This is deep.
I like it though.
So how do you do you while you're still doing what you need to be doing for everybody else? It's what I got. Welcome, people. Let's go.
I like it. No, I like it. I like it. And I think, again, I always like to use the phrase find balance. And I think that's kind of where you're somewhat getting at, right? I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. Like, find the balance, because you don't want to do too much of, you time, maybe, right? Because like to your point earlier, maybe we do too much of it at times. Because it is very important to find time for yourself, because you do need that moment to be you. Because if you don't, then you do lose yourself in who you are. And then you kind of look around and go, who am I? That is, and then you do struggle with, parenting or being a spouse or being it affects you, and that's important. It's important on a multitude of levels. I know, from experience, like me and the wife, we took a trip recently. We went down to Nashville, first time in Nashville. Beautiful. Had a ton of fun, got to golf, and it was a great time. It was a kidless trip. Which was awesome.
But you still love your kids.
We love our kids.
Okay, but it was
we
awesome.
We needed it. It was a couple of nights, couple of days of no kids, right? Still woke up early, still, did our thing, right? But it was nice. We didn't have mommy, daddy, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. It was just we got to kind of just go with the flow on our own time. And it allowed us to kind of also talk about me and the wife, right? Just be us again for a couple of days. And when I say be us, like, again, be that couple in Maurice's where I'm picking out clothes and doing that, right?
Nice.
To kind of circle that back. And then what was cool was, after the couple of days were up, we go back and, again, shout out to my parents and my sister who watched, the kiddos. When we got back, we were excited to see them, and they were excited to see us. And then we, went swimming at my parents and hung out for the day there and before coming back here to Quincy and things like that. And it was just like, we kind of re-sparked that, right? There's a saying that my mom always told me, and I think it kind of reigns true with this as well, like, absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Yes.
To the point where, like, even that time away for, like, us and the kids, like, you kind of feel that with them. Because I'm sure there are moments, and I don't mean to go, like, too long with this, but there are moments, I think, with, like, the kids where, you love your kids, but you're kind of like, God, I need a break. Like, please go away. Like, you know what I mean? Like, please leave me alone. But it's funny because, we were away from them for about 2.5, 3 days. Honestly, by that second day, I joked with the wife, but it was kind of half true. I was like, I kind of miss the kids. Like, you do, And so, again, that absence makes the heart grow fonder, where I was like, I'm ready to see them, and obviously was enjoying my time away and just with the wife, but excited to go see him. And then by the time we did, I was ready to roll. So, again, finding that little time away was important.
And you felt recharged.
I did.
So look at it this way too. Not only did you benefit, and your relationship with your spouse benefit, and she benefited, et cetera, your kids did too. Because I bet they were so excited to see you.
Yeah.
Plot twist, they might get kind of like tired of hanging out with you guys. And, and you know what's even better is they went and spent time with grandma and grandpa and
100%.
auntie.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like a party for them.
Yeah.
So I love that. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Yes. But yes, absolutely. I love that.
Yes.
Very, very good.
And let me ask you this again, and I know we touched on it before we jumped on to discuss all of this. To the point you also made earlier where we say it all the time. Find time for yourself, find time for yourself. And I'm sure there are people that listen and it's like, okay, great. You, Ryan Muma, could find time to go to Nashville. Good for you.
Right.
Not everybody can.
Can't do that. That's correct.
And I understand
That's so
that.
correct. Yes.
So from a therapist standpoint, again, maybe it's not Nashville, whatever. Why do you tell people, go find time for yourself? Why therapeutically is that so important for you? Like, if I'm sitting in the chair, as you as my therapist, and I know this isn't, like a medical kind of thing, but like if I, just for the hypothetical, if I'm sitting in the chair and you're my therapist, like why are you telling me to do that? Why is that important from a medical kind of aspect or therapeutic standpoint, I should say?
I used to always say, no matter where you go, there you are. And I think that applies here because you are the main denominator in everything you do. And if you don't have yourself figured out, if you're not taking care of yourself, then it's going to be hard for you to be the best version of yourself, or even a mediocre version of yourself.
Right.
Sometimes we just kind of have to go 50% sometimes,
No doubt.
But to be the best version of yourself. And I just think that that's important because even though, and we have some sounds going on. Hey, sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
We got some obnoxious sounds going
You're good.
on. But I think it's interesting because for me, because my children are grown and functioning great, they're doing life amazing. I don't have them living underneath the same roof as you do. And so eventually kids grow up. Eventually, spouses develop their own interest, and my husband's outside all the time. I'm on the inside usually. I go outside and do stuff, around the house and everything. But no matter where you go, there you are. I'm not doing very good with this, but you have to think beyond the present moment, because I have such a substantial sense of who I am that my kids are nailing life by themselves, and I'm still okay.
Yeah.
I'm still okay. I love it. And I feel sad for people who their children are everything, that when their kids do grow and mature and do their own thing, they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And I think that that's the important piece of taking these little vacations. And like you said, you can't always just take a trip somewhere.
Right.
But you can go read a book.
Yeah.
You can step outside. You can go for a walk. You can do things that are still taking care of yourself. For me, I always loved just kind of like escaping into like a little craft room, because I like to create. I like to paint. I like to draw. I like to just create and whip something up.
Yeah.
And that was always my way of kind of like, oh, okay, I'm back to who I am, because that was who I was before I became a mom.
Yeah.
Am I making sense?
Makes total sense. It's finding even something that's even super, and I hesitate to use the word small, but lack of a better way of saying it, finding something that's small that works for you. Like for me, I golf on every Wednesday. Like that's my thing.
That's a good one.
So like every Wednesday I go and do that. That's my breakaway, you know? And so if it is reading a book, the wife loves to read. So like, at night she'll go read. You know, she's, funny enough, she's read like 95 books already this year, which is wild.
95 already this year? And 3 children.
Yeah.
And a husband.
Yeah.
And a job.
Yeah.
And she keeps the house running.
100%.
Nailing it.
Wild. Like, and so that's her whole thing, and she enjoys do that. She's got her little reading nook and she loves it. And so, just
that's cute.
Yeah.
Her little reading nook. Okay.
She loves it. And so again, just little things like that, just it's her little breakaway, but find that little thing. If it is, a little something outside or gardening or something that you like to go do, that's just your little breakaway. Go do that. That's your kind of little piece of heaven. You can go and do, that kind of gives you, that moment. Because to your point, it allows and I think from my vantage point, it allows your mind to think of something else. Because like, if you think about it, like for me, like, okay, so I'll just use myself as an example. Like I'm work, 3 kids. What's the wife doing? Work. Like that's internally, that's everything. It's everything I'm thinking about. When I go golf on Wednesday, all I'm thinking about is how am I going to hit this little white ball, hanging out with a buddy of mine. That's it. I'm not thinking of anything else. And it gives my mind a break from all of the other noise. And then it gives me also something to look forward to, because then I'm like, it's the middle of the week, it's something to look forward to, what have you. And again, it's something small for just 2 hours. That's it.
And it's just yours.
It's mine. That's it, And so it gives me a reset.
A reset.
And it's just mine.
I think I'm trying to think of so many things here. And I don't know for sure what to say, but I think there's just something to be said about we are not singular people. We have different pieces to who we are. And you really need to tap into each of those pieces. But each of those pieces, there's this core.
Yeah.
And it's you.
Yeah.
And I think it's wonderful that you take time, because you said this, not only are you taking time for yourself, but you're going out and hanging out with some guy friends. Because you're a guy.
Yeah.
And it's kind of fun to hang out with guys.
Yeah.
So I just think that that's so important, is having these opportunities to build all parts of who you are. I think it's so easy to get so linear and only think about one thing, which the primary thing is for you guys is raising children.
Yes.
I think Don't you think?
I agree.
It should be.
But in order sometimes to do that, and I shouldn't say in order, like everyone's different. But for me, and again, I can only use myself as an example, but it may be different for you watching, at home or whatever. Like for me, in order to do those kind of things, like allowing myself to break out, to have that moment makes me able to be better, at the bigger picture. Because the most important thing in my life is my wife, my kids, and, being the best version of myself for that. Like, that's it. And then you throw in my job because that helps me provide. If I can do that, that's the biggest picture. If there's something small that I do, which again, I keep using it, golf on Wednesday. Get to do that for 2 hours. If that small thing gives me that little piece to where I can break away, and that helps me with the bigger picture, that's a positive in and of itself.
Absolutely.
And again, I'm not saying it completes everything. I'm not saying it's the perfect end-all, be-all. I do other things that make me, that help, and I encourage everyone to find more, right? But again, that little piece helps the bigger picture, because at the end of the day, we all want to help the bigger picture in whatever part that is of our lives.
I like that. Dang, that's good.
Every once in a while.
All right, what is something you did for fun when you were a kid?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
For me, as you're thinking, we would always play outside. I have all brothers.
Yeah.
I could climb a tree like the best of anybody, but playing outside and coming in with bumps and bruises and scratches and all that other stuff, which I think people have always been surprised, because I do have a lot tomboyish-ness to me.
Sure.
But I'm absolutely still girl. My closet's girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I still like to tap into that, and I think that's kind of what we're talking about. No matter where you are. So even though you're doing all these different things now as an adult, who were you when you were younger? I told you guys, this is deep.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. We love to play outside. We were a big play outside kind of family. We used to play like wiffle ball in the backyard and stuff like that, and play like imagination games and stuff like that. Use our imagination and do different things, and all kinds of stuff like that. We used to live by like a river, so we used to go and like swim in like the little river that we had. So much fun. And then I had a sister, who's about 9 years younger than me, and so for her to fit in. It's funny because you said you grew up with like brothers and stuff. So I have a younger brother who's 3 years younger. So we grew up pretty close. So we would do all like the boy-ish or the boy things, right? And then for my sister, she played with all like the Barbie dolls and things like that. And my mom has like countless videos of like me and my brother playing with like the Barbies and doing all that kind of stuff. And
training for becoming a girl
dad.
Yeah.
She painted our nails and did all the things, and we were all about it because Sissy was. And so, like doing all those kind of things. To the point where now it's like, that's nothing. If the twins want to paint dad's fingernails, it's not even.
And you let them do it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love it.
If they want to quote unquote do my makeup, that's not even a question. Like, sure.
I love it. That's awesome.
Because what am I saying? No. Can't say no to that. Little 4-year-old, what am I going to say? No, absolutely not. But regardless, we're running up against it time-wise. But I appreciate you.
I'm glad you keep track of the time.
We try.
Because we just sit here and yak away.
I know.
So what's our takeaway today?
Takeaway is, again, to find time for yourself. Find time for yourself, even if it is, the smallest of things. And the smallest of things that can help, the biggest picture. I think that's my biggest takeaway. If it's the smallest of things but can help the biggest picture. What about you?
I think don't forget who you are, because I think that was a cool question as to what did you do when you were younger.
Yeah.
Because you can't forget who you are.
That's true.
And even when you're hanging out with your kiddos, I'm sure there's parts of like your childhood that comes out where you're like, oh, let's go play in the creek or let's go do this. I think as long as you find your happiness and your authentic self, I think that that's really kind of cool.
I like that. It's always fun, Penny.
I know. Hey,
always fun. We'll do it again here real soon. And again, we appreciate you guys coming along for the ride, helping us try to figure out all these hats that we're wearing.
Yes.
And as always, we appreciate Connect Child and Family Solutions for coming along for the ride. Back at it again here real soon. You all have a great rest of your day.